Yes, good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about the graphs, position time graph, display velocity time graph and acceleration time graph, right? So in that first we are going to write position time graph, position time graph. So in this position time graph, if you take a particle, I'm going to take time on x-axis and position on y-axis. Now I'm going to draw the particle at rest with at t equal to 0, x equal to x naught. That means what? See here, so some positive displacement is there. The particle is not placed at the origin. Particle is taken at some other value like 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, like that. At that 3 meter, suppose if I look at the position of the particle, after 1 second the position of the particle is there only. After 2 seconds also the position is there only. 3 seconds position is there only. 4 seconds position is there only. Then only you can say that the particle is at rest. So by joining these points, after time changes, the position of the particle remains same. So this is what represents the position of a particle which is at rest, right? So this is the particle. This is what? A straight line parallel to time axis. Straight line parallel to time axis. Time axis, that is x-axis here. Okay. Now what about the slope of this? Slope of this curve is equal to, since that is parallel to that time axis, x-axis, so slope will be 0. Slope is what? Y coordinate by x coordinate. Yes. So the particle is at rest at t equal to 0, x equal to x naught. So this is parallel to x-axis, straight line parallel to time axis. So slope of this is equal to 0. Slope is what? Change in y coordinate. Here y coordinate by x coordinate. So what is the change in y coordinate? 0. Since that is parallel to x-axis, change in y coordinate how much here? Everywhere, that is y coordinate is same only. Change in y coordinate is 0. So that means delta y by delta x. So delta y is 0, 0 by that time whatever it is changing, you are getting slope is 0, right? One more thing, suppose if you take a particle like this, straight line parallel to y-axis, slope is infinity. Slope is infinity for a line which is parallel to y-axis. Slope is infinity. A straight line which is parallel to x-axis, slope is 0. So this is the point you have to remember. Here since the line is parallel to x-axis, so slope is 0. Since if I take time is here and a position is here, then the straight line comes like this. So in that situation slope is infinity, right? Like that. So slope is equal to 0, right? That means velocity, slope is what? Change in position by y coordinate by x coordinate, x by t. That gives you slope is 0, means velocity is also 0. Velocity of the particle is 0. Since the particle is at rest, so velocity will be 0. Right, next. Go to another one. Position time graph. Next, the position of a particle is going with a uniform velocity. Particle moving with uniform motion. Particle moving uniform motion. Uniform motion means as time changes at t equal to 0, x naught equal to 0. X naught is 0. So the particle starts from here, you will get the straight line like this, right? This is what particle moving with uniform motion, right? That means slope if you take, it is a straight line passing through the horizon right? Proportionality. So as time increases, even the displacement also increases. So for a particular second, so displacement is 1 meter, suppose. Next second, here displacement is also increasing. Time is increasing, even displacement is also increasing. So what you can say that the particle, as time changes, displacement also changing linearly. So what you can say, this is what the particle is going with uniform velocity. It's a straight line passing through the horizon. So what? It is going with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. Next, here on this, if you find between any 2 points on this curve, you will find average velocity, change in position by change in time taken. That gives you what? Average velocity. So that gives what? Average velocity. What is the slope of this? Slope is, so it's a constant slope throughout. You take throughout the curve, if you take wherever the points you are taking, you will get what? Constant slope. Slope is positive and constant. So the particle is going with uniform velocity or average velocity. Okay, that shows slope of the curve shows average velocity. Average velocity is given by slope of the curve. Right. Next, another one. I am taking position time graph. Next, the particle is initially it is having some initial displacement like this. So the particle is not started from the horizon. So at time t equal to 0, x is given x naught. That means the particle is not started from the horizon, but as time changes, the displacement is also changing. It also gives a straight line which is just increasing. What is this? Time increases, displacement also increases. So what you can say, slope between any 2 points on the curve gives you average velocity. Slope gives what? Slope is average velocity. Next, slope is average velocity, and that is what? Positive value, constant slope. Slope is positive constant, and the slope gives you what? Average velocity. So what is that slope? How will you get? Opposite y coordinate by x coordinate changes. Okay, so that gives what? Average velocity. Next, this is the condition. Particle starts from the initial position, which is not horizon. So that is having some initial position is there. From this some initial position, like it is 0 means 1, 2. After 2 meters, the position of the particle is increasing like this. Okay, so like this it is represents. Next, go to another one. Next graph, it is right like particle is moving along a particle. What is this here? Uniform acceleration. Particle is moving with uniform acceleration. In that situation, position is on x-axis and time is on x-axis. Position is on y-axis and time is on x-axis. Suppose if you take at time t equal to 0, the position of the particle x naught is equal to 0. That means you know that s is equal to ut plus half at square formula, right? S is what? X minus x naught, and that is equal to ut plus half at square. You know that at t equal to 0, x naught is 0. So I am writing x minus 0 is equal to u into at t equal to 0 I have taken. So that means ut, this term will be 0. It starts from rest. Okay. Here initial velocity of the particle also taken 0. That means what? Half at square will come. So x is directly proportional to t square, since half a is also constant, uniform acceleration. So x is directly proportional to t square. That means the position of the graph increases like this. You can see the shape of the curve like this. So what it represents? increasing slope, what? Increasing slope. This gives what? Slope is increasing and positive value, positive increasing slope. So this is about represents the particle is going with uniform acceleration. This is the graph for a particle which is going with uniform acceleration at t equal to 0, x naught it starts. Right. Next, go to another one. A particle moving with uniform acceleration, particle moving with uniform acceleration but at t equal to 0 x naught is not equal to 0, x equal to x naught, initial position of the particle is x naught, right? So the particle is started from when time equal to 0, from here only it starts. So you will get the curve like this. So what it represents? It is also represents like in the previous case, velocity is increasing. Sorry, this is what a particle is showing, the slope is increasing. Increasing slope. Slope is what? Increasing slope. Increasing slope, positive value, but the particle is started with some positive y-intercept, that is what? T naught. Okay, so this is about position time graph. Right. Next, when the particle at t equal to 0, if it starts from x naught, right? So this is about that. Next, you go to another one. This is also like s is equal to ut plus half, it is got from that only. So s is what? X minus x naught. So x minus x naught equal to ut plus half at square. So at t equal to I am taking x equal to x naught plus ut plus half at square. As time changes, based on this expression, you are getting the curve like this. Next, suppose if a particle is moving with negative acceleration or retardation or deceleration or negative acceleration, all are same. So if I take position and time, particle is initially at some position, and so at t equal to initially some position you can take or anything you can take. So at t equal to 0, you can take x equal to x naught equal to 0. So in that situation, or you can take x is x naught also. In that situation, particle starts from here like this, you can see curve. So what it represents, it is started from x equal to x naught at t equal to 0. So what it represents, what? Decreasing slope. What is represents? Decreasing slope. Slope is what? Decreasing slope. So you are getting like this, means here between 2 points, here slope is more, here decreasing, here still decreasing, like this. Between when time increases, slope is gradually decreasing. So that is an example. That is what you can say for this. So this is for which one you can give an example. If you take a particle x minus x naught equal to ut plus half at square. So if a particle is moving with retardation, suppose a vertically projected body is there, a body is thrown in vertically upward direction, so that will be moving with retardation, or a body is going along a straight line, so by some constant opposing force is acting on it, so then also body come to rest after some time, so that also you can say that the body is going with uniform retardation. So in that situation you can draw the curve like this, position time curve, right? Next, similarly, Yes. Similarly, you can take one more curve. Suppose a particle is thrown vertically upward direction. So then what will happen? Particle first from thrown displacement, it reaches to maximum height, and then after that it return to ground. So final displacement will be 0. So from where it is started, after some time the position it reaches the same. So time is this. Now position of this particle, here maximum displacement. So here we are getting time. So from here to here it is time of ascent, here to here it is time of descent, right? So now see here, this is what decreasing slope. So from starting from plus k to here till it reaches to 0, that means slope is decreasing from plus k to 0, and then here 0 to minus k. So the slope of this vertically projected body is decreasing from plus k to 0 and then 0 to minus k. So what it represents, this is a graph for vertically projected upward body. Upward body position time graph, this, right? Next you go to another one, velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. So for this velocity time graph, you are taking velocity on y-axis and time on x-axis. For this, initially when the particle is at rest, same conditions like in the previous case how we have taken for position time graph. Similarly we will write for velocity time graph. So particle at rest. So for particle at rest, at time t equal to 0, velocity is 0. At time t equal to 0, velocity is 0. After some time also, as time changes, the velocity of the particle is 0, it remains same only, then only you can say that the particle is at rest. So that means the velocity curve which is drawn on this time axis. So you can show here on this curve like this. This is the curve on this from here to here on this element. How much time you are taking? Velocity is becoming 0 only. So that is what represents the velocity of the particle at rest. So slope is 0, velocity is 0. Velocity is 0 since slope is 0. Okay, this is for represents the particle at rest. Next one, you can take another one, velocity time graph. So here a particle is moving with a constant velocity. Particle moves with constant velocity. Constant velocity means velocity remains same. As time changes, velocity of the particle, suppose if it is 2 meter per second or 3 meter per second or whatever the value is there, so that value will remain same throughout the journey. Then in that situation you can say that the particle is moving with a constant velocity. So in that situation, slope of this curve is equal to 0. Slope is equal to 0. So that means slope is 0 means what you can say, acceleration is 0. Acceleration is 0. So acceleration, how we got? Delta v by delta t. Here delta v is equal to 0. So that's why 0 by delta t is nothing but 0. So you are getting the acceleration is 0. So that is what about the particle moving with a constant velocity, right? Next you go to another one. Particle moves with uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration means you can take velocity time. You know that V is equal to U plus AT. Okay, so in that situation, a particle, suppose if it is started from rest, U is 0, then if U is 0, then V is equal to 0 plus AT. So V is equal to AT, A is constant, V is directly proportional to T. As T increases, V also increases. So directly proportional. You will get the curve like this. So here what is constant? Acceleration is constant. So what will you get? The slope of this curve is, what is this? Positive slope. Positive constant slope you can say. What is this slope gives? Average acceleration. Average acceleration. Slope gives what? Average acceleration. At the same time, you can consider for velocity time curve, area covered also. See here, for any graph, we can take two quantities. See, one is area covered and the second one is slope. So here till now we considered slope. Here slope is 0, here also slope is 0. But at the same time we can calculate even area covered also. See here, if you take the velocity time graph in the previous case, see this is a straight line. This is a uniform velocity particle is going. If you consider the slope is 0, so that means acceleration is 0. But you can consider the area also at the same time for this curve. So area is what? The area covered under this graph. So what it represents? So product of y and x coordinates. So what are the y and x coordinates? Product v into t. So product of speed into velocity into time, what it gives you? Displacement. So displacement gives what? Displacement is given by area covered. So area covered from the graph gives you what? Displacement of velocity time graph, right? Area covered means how this area looks like a rectangle. So like a rectangle means you can say that y coordinate, that is velocity, into x coordinate, that is time. So v into time, we are getting displacement physical quantity. Similarly, if you take the value from here to here, some value is there. Similarly, from here to here also some value you can notice on the graph. So product of this value and this value, that gives you what? Rectangle area, length into breadth. Length value into breadth value, that gives you the area covered for this particle. That gives, while solving the problem, you will come to know about that. Right, next. See here, this is also slope you consider. Slope gives you average acceleration. Next, this for this same, you can consider the area covered also. So it is like a triangle. So triangle area covered is equal to area covered. So area covered is nothing but area of triangle. So what is the area of triangle? Half base into height. Half base into height. So like this, for the given quantities you can take the area covered for this. So area covered gives what? Area of the triangle gives you product of velocity and time quadrant. So product of velocity into time, that gives you what? Displacement. So area covered for that area covered for this velocity time curve gives you displacement. Similarly, one more, this is what moves with uniform acceleration case. Next, positive acceleration. Suppose if a particle is going with some initial velocity and going with uniform velocity. See here v and t. So here it gives you what? Acceleration, but initially it is having some initial velocity, let it be u. After some time it acquires a velocity v. It is not started from the origin. So at time t equal to 0, that is having some initial velocity. So after that only the velocity is increased. So velocity is increasing is directly proportional to t. How you got? V minus u is equal to at. So v minus u is directly proportional to, that is delta v is directly proportional to t. So that is what? From here to here, that is delta v is directly proportional to t. That's why you are getting the straight line like this. So slope is what? Positive constant slope. Positive constant slope. and this gives you what? Acceleration. Slope gives what? Acceleration. Slope is acceleration. Next, after this slope, you can consider the area also. So area covered under velocity time graph gives you displacement. How will you calculate the area covered here? This is the curve. For this curve, under this means these are all, this area fully covered under the curve. Okay, so you can consider till here, this is just like a triangle and this is like a rectangle. So for this to calculate the area, you can take, what you can take? So calculate the area of the triangle. Triangle area is equal to half base into height. Half base. What is that base? From 0 to t. Into height is what? V minus u. Till here it is V from starting, but till here it is U. So what it represents? V minus U from here to here. So V minus U. Like this you can cover the area of a triangle. Later you can cover the area of a rectangle. So area of rectangle is what? Area of rectangle right. So area of a rectangle is length into breadth. So what is this length? So length is 0 to t into breadth is what? U. So like this you can calculate the area covered u into t, right? So like this you can take for velocity time graph. Next, later you can calculate the total area. Total area is nothing but the area of this triangle plus area of this rectangle. Total together gives you area of covered under this PT curve, which is going with uniform acceleration with some initial velocity initially, right? Next, go to another one. After this velocity time curve, so if you take a particle which is going along a straight line but with a constant retardation, you can draw like this. So time is increasing, velocity is decreasing. Okay, so what it represents? Particle is going with uniform retardation. Uniform retardation. Okay, uniform retardation means initially it is having some high velocity. So as time increases, velocity is decreasing. So that is what you can say. So what is the slope? Slope gives you negative constant. Constant negative slope. Negative slope constant. Okay, so that is what represents uniform retardation velocity time curve. Next, see here another one. If you take a vertically projected body, so initially it is having some positive value of velocity we have thrown. So while it is going upward, gradually its velocity decreases and it becomes 0. Then after that even time increases. So time quadrant and velocity time. So as time increases, again in reverse direction the particle will go. So like this it shows. Okay. So this is minus V and this is plus V. Here it shows what? The particle which is going with uniform body is thrown vertically upward body. This is the graph for vertically upward body, upward thrown. From here to here it shows time of ascent. From here to here it shows time of descent. So both are equal in the absence of air resistance. So this is about this. Okay, so here also constant negative slope you can see here. But this is for velocity time curve. Next, go for acceleration graph. acceleration time curve. So acceleration time curve, if you notice here, two cases. One, the particle is going with uniform acceleration. Particle is going with uniform acceleration. Acceleration remains same parallel to time axis. As time changes, acceleration remains same. So this is what a naught or a, whatever it is. So what is this? Slope of this is equal to 0. Slope is 0. So what is this? It's a straight line which is parallel to x-axis. So constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. Slope is equal to 0. Right? This is what for a particle going with uniform constant acceleration. Particle with uniform acceleration. Next, non-uniform acceleration. If you take acceleration time, you are getting the curve like this. It is varying. So if you observe the slope here, here and here, here and here may not be same. So this is what varying slope. Varying slope of acceleration time curve. So it is slope is varying. So we can't. So see here, what is the area covered under this? You can get area covered is equal to product of acceleration into time. That gives you what? Velocity. So velocity, that gives a area covered by this acceleration time curve. So what is the shape? Based on that you will calculate the area. So that area gives you the physical quantity, the product of y coordinate and x coordinate. Y coordinate is acceleration, x coordinate is time. So acceleration into time gives you velocity. So that is what area covered by the acceleration time curve gives you velocity. So this is about this curves. Okay. Even here also you can calculate the area covered. But instant to instant it is varying. By drawing a tangent, by taking a slope at a particular instant, it gives you what? Instantaneous jerk. What will you say? Jerk. Jerk means what? Rate of acceleration. Rate of acceleration is called what? Jerk. Here acceleration is not changing with the time. So jerk is 0 here. Here acceleration is varying with time. So here jerk is not 0. So that is what you can notice for this. Okay. So these are all about acceleration time curve. So tomorrow in the next class we will see the remaining things. Thank you.